Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Second down, just 1 yard to go. Again, it's Tomlinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On play action, Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Levante David. He's the one that runs him down. And my goodness, that will be a huge loss on the play. The slot man in motion right. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, Newton. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Again, a run with Thompson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Newton. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
As aggressive as Cincinnati is on defense, I was surprised that they only had 33 sacks last season.
Yeah, bottom half of the NFL.
I think that helped contribute to them not making the playoffs. Remember, they had a nice little run going. That's the first time they missed in the last 6.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. To begin the drive. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's going to let this go deep, and this is caught, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there, 60 yards, and the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And now out comes Houston. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They run it here with Thompson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. On second down, here's Newton. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you down.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Here's Newton now on second down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long. It's Newton. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss. And that'll lead to a 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Rodgers to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. Going deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now running right through him. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Room here to run. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And as he sees the play clock ticking down, Marvin Lewis decides to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Rodgers now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And he motions the wide receiver. To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And Ingram holds it in. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And he's got his man on the out route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
I know old school coaches used to just cringe when their quarterbacks weren't in the pocket throwing the ball. Whenever they were outside of it, You can just see them losing their mind on the sidelines. Nowadays, a lot of...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a bang. TD. LaDainian Tomlinson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He juked him, and he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They find some open field here. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Newton. And that is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd down, Johnson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Champ Bailey. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And he's got room.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Champ Bailey, a man who had 52 picks in his great career, has a pick there.
And if people had actually challenged him more, what do you think that number would have been?
Could have been higher. They just didn't like to throw his way, and for good reason.
Well, when you throw it and he takes it away, and he had such great...
And he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And now out comes Houston. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Throwing is Newton. Out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 53 yards. And the Texans are in for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Will Fuller was the intended target, and now it's second down.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Going deep downfield for Ross. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun, Newton. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. A 40-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that
and they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They go play action here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? It's a gain of 5 on the play. A shotgun snap for Newton. And the catch made by Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Play action. It's Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Evan Ingram, 36 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
His throw caught right around the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now Newton. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. On play action. Now Rodgers. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. third down, Fournette. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Back to throw, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. From the end zone, Newton. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw is Newton. He finds his man Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Bengals have recovered it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door jar, 2-score game, so hold on here, Nut. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They're going to try and run. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On second down, here's Newton. Open man right side is Ingram. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 46. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. On first down, it's Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Newton. And Ingram holds it in. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Trying to run it in, DeMarco. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Newton's going to throw it. And oh no, he lost the football.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the D-line's going to spread out. Cooks will come in motion right. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do have...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing here, Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Newton. Can't find it. He lost the football. It's out. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.